Hi Greedy 3Ds, today we're going to have a little bit of fun. I'm going to show you how I made this little mini me, a little greedy. It was really quick and simple and easy to make. I'll talk you through the process. Stay tuned. So the first thing I've done was I took a photograph. I'm just using my webcam to do this. It wasn't brilliant quality, but it doesn't really need to be. I've popped it into Canva just to remove the background, and I further removed the rest of my body, just leaving the head. Now you can use your mobile phone probably to do this, but I wanted to use Canva because I've got it available. And once I've just got the head left, because that's what I just wanted to use, I opened up Maker's World and I did a search for photo to bust, and I'm going to use this actual program here, Make My Statue. I'm going to tell it to create from blank. I'm going to drag the photograph in and tell it to generate. Now at this stage there's a little bit of time, and I've sped the process up quite dramatically here. You probably have to wait about 3 to 4 minutes if there's no one else using it. I waited around about 4 to 5 minutes, and once it had done and it had generated its mesh and done its wizardry in the background, this is what it left me with. A picture of my face, and it showed me what it was going to look like. So you can rotate it around in that little image, and the first thing you'll notice is this program does not do ears. From the front of my face it cannot generate ears, or the back of me very well. Now luckily I haven't got hair, so making me is relatively easy, but I'm going to confirm that that's what I want to be using. So just click confirm there, and it will drop it into this little box here. Now we need to do a bit of work on it. It's not finished yet. No way is that finished. It looks an awful mess, doesn't it? But this program built in allows you to do some mesh editing. Now I know nothing about mesh editing, but this is really simple. It either smooths it, it inflates it, or it gauges it. Pretty self-explanatory. Smoothing will do this. It will just smooth out any of those rough edges and marks there. It won't add anything or take anything away. It'll just smooth it, and that may be all of you need. But if you look further around their head, you will see that there are other places where behind the ears there's some monstrosity gone on there, and at the back of my head there's some awful looking stuff going on. So we probably need to get rid of that, and I'm going to gouge I should say, that out using the tool here. Now I think this bit here is going to be a suck and see and play with it and just mess around with it until you get it to do what you want it to do, using the only options that you've got. Now if you've got access to a proper crafting tool that you can use, some software that you use to create your 3D prints, I haven't got a clue on stuff like that, but you may be quite creative. You may make your own stuff. If you've got access to that, you can import it in, you can add ears into it, you can do all those kind of things with it. But for me, I like to keep it really simple. All I wanted to do is give this a lightness of me, so I'm going to do a little bit of shading, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm going to get rid of that mark down the back of my head. When you think as well that it can't actually see the side or the back of me, it's made a reasonable representation. I don't know what this is going to look like if you've got a big full head of hair. It probably won't look too good at all. But for me, for what I want to do and for how it works for me, this is absolutely perfect. So I'm going to play with it for about 10 minutes or so, just to tidy it up, do a bit of gouging out here, do a bit of filling, do a bit of inflating and smoothing. And when you get something that you're happy with, when you finally get something that you're content with, now bear in mind this is not going to be 100% perfect. This is a bit of fun. That's all it is. When you're happy, just tell it that you're happy with it and save the program. Then it will put it onto your kind of slicer there, and we want to add a few more bits with it. So I did try to see what it would look like if I left my glasses on, and it was hideous. So I'm going to add glasses, and this does allow you to add some glasses. So I definitely recommend when you take your photograph, if you do wear glasses normally, take them off and let this thing do its work in the background. So of course now you're going to have to make the glasses bigger, smaller, stretch them, refine them, move them, rotate them, do all the things that you would do to get them to fit. I needed to make them quite a little bit larger, rotate them around a little bit to make them sit on my nose correctly. But once you've moved them all around, and again you can just play with this, take your time, it's self-explanatory really. It's the same as most other slicers that you use. When you get it on there and you're happy happy with it and everything is where you want it to be, the next thing we're going to be doing is adding a base to it. So there's my final head with my glasses on. There's a base option on the left. Click the little switch across to turn the bases on. I tried the first base, but you can see it just wasn't big enough, and it just wasn't going to look right. Moving my head down to the bottom wasn't right, so I chose a taller base, and that worked much better for me. Just had to lower my head down onto it so that they join together, which they do automatically, and once that was joined onto it, I lowered the glasses down to meet my head where my nose was going to be, and I'm done. And that's it, really. You can spend as long as you like on these stages to make it as good or as perfect as you want, but for me, just for this demonstration purpose, this is what you've got. You've got a representation of my face. It's not perfect, but it's good enough, and I'm going to download it. When you download it, you get some options. I'm going to download it, of course, as an STL file, and that has now downloaded. And if I just open up the STL file like you would any other way, you can see there it is. There's an STL file of me. There's me. It looks fab, doesn't it? It's just so exciting. Imagine a Space Marine with that shoved on the top of it. Great fun. Just a little bit of a laugh, I guess, and it's done a reasonable representation. So next, I'm going to open up Jitubox Pro. I'm going to print all this on my Uniformation GK3 Ultra. Just going to drag it into the build plate, as you can see. Now this is what I did before, actually, so it's very similar, but I spent a little bit of time on it. Not too much time, as you can see quite clearly, but there you go. So I'm going to send it over to my 3D printer, and about an hour and a half later, voila, there it is. Now you've got to be honest, that's not too bad, is it? Alright, come on, it's not perfect. You've got some lines in it, you've got no ears or weird ears, but realistically, for a bit of fun, you can tell it's me. It looks like me, and that's at that scale. Imagine if it was a little bit smaller, sat there on an Ultramarine for a bit of a laugh. Yeah, fun. So that's how you do it. It's easy, it's simple, it's quick, and it's great fun, and I thoroughly enjoyed the process. You can spend a lot longer than I did on it, of course, but that's how you do it in a nutshell. Well, there you go. There is Mini-Me, and I think that was great fun making him. He was really easy and simple and quick to make. As I say, today's just been a little bit of fun in how to do something. You could spend a lot more time than I did to make it a little bit better than this, and I think you could probably do some wonderful results, and it'd be really great to see what you guys come up with. But for me, just to make something like this really quick and simple and easily, and imagine him sat on top of a Space Marine, that would look awesome, wouldn't it? If you like what you see today, please subscribe to the channel. You can do that by hitting the little subscribe button. It's quick and cheap and free to do. If you want to join the Patreon, you would be more than welcome to join the Patreon. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you think about making these little heads. It's really fun, isn't it? It's great. Let me know if you've done it, and let me know how you've got on with the process. Quick one today. It wasn't a long video, but it was a bit of fun, and I've been asked how I did it, so this is the video to show you guys how I did it. Thank you to my patrons. You guys are awesome and fantastic, and I will see you real soon. Sorry about the throat, got a little bit of man flu. I'm sure I'll be over that the next time I see you. Take care. Bye.